Alright, welcome back to InfDev and Yap. Please sit back, grab a snack, put me on the side of the monitor, and let's play a bit of InfDev, shall we? Alright, and I hope all of your days are going quite well. Because today I have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna be doing. Alright, I fixed the sound, by the way. As of for updates to the, oh my gosh. Excuse me, please. There we go. There we go. How to fix my DPI for a second. It sounds like DPI is kind of like funky sometimes. Alright, I think the main thing though is, first off, let's go ahead and let's, you know what, since I don't really know what to do today for this, let's, alright, I'm gonna just, do, some of these. Oh, there, pig. Lava crystal. I think I should probably just continue on with this quarry since because I don't really know what I want to do today. I think it's best to do something that's at least effective. Alright, I'm gonna need to grab a couple of picks. Do I have any shovels here? No, I don't. I'm gonna need to make some shovels real quick. We have plenty of them. I should probably take at least a couple stacks. But let's see. The amount of pigs in here are gonna drive me insane. Alright, let me just yoink that real quick. Gonna yoink a stack of logs. And then we're gonna be making some of our stuff along here. So yet again, we are gonna be needing to remove a ton of trees as well for what we're planning to do. Alright, I think one of the best ways that Alright, we have this, which should be able to, well, make roughly 2 stacks of sticks, which is... Will I just make a stack of shovels? Absolutely not. But I will make a few stacks of shovels. By the way, fastest way to craft, if you're curious. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, that should be plenty. Alright, let's go and continue throwing all of the shovels into here. And, oh my gosh. The amount of shovels. Okay. So, does anyone want me to like play Ark on camera? Like genuinely, like do genuine I'm genuinely curious. Like, should I play Ark? Like Ascended, because since Evolved is kind of like iffy right now, I think that which is by the way, I think I have to check my recordings as well, just to make sure that like I'm not too quiet or make sure that the nature game isn't too loud. Like if I'm too loud, the game is too loud. I don't know. I think also another thing is I'm planning on building a website just for fun, right? Even like updates and stuff like that on there, like short stories and everything like that, so I can at least have a space for it. I'm gonna like link it in my bio and such, but because like that would be super fun. It reminds me of like does anyone like from I'm oh my goodness, look at you, that's a Shep. Oh my gosh, another one. Let's continue manually. It reminds me, I wonder if I'll ever be able to I implement a tool breaking sound. I kind of want to see if there's a mod. That'd be so fun. Could you imagine that? I just want a tool break sound. I really like the tool break sound. That's also a good indicator. I'm not paying attention as well. I'm gonna grab this. I know some people don't like the tool break sound, but I really do. Like, weirdly enough, like... Oh, wow. Yeah, we'll see how we can go with this as well, because this is going to be a hell of a project here. I think it's so, I mean, like, it's a hell of a project. Which, I mean, like, I've seen other projects, I've watched, like, other projects, like, if you, like, there's an example, like, Monsters, like, a lot of the stuff he does there is insane. It's just like, oh boy, the amount of like limits you have to break through for this is actually kind of pretty cool. I do like the amount of challenge that Superflat does. You also have to do a lot more of the Minecraft in the end, because like genuinely, I want to expand beyond just Minecraft, right? Right, despite not knowing much about a lot of the game, if I find it fun or even interesting, I'll probably want to do it, so... Yeah, this channel is super we're great here. But like genuinely, oh, I keep forgetting you can do that in this version. But yeah, like if you want to but yeah, like I think like a lot of like the but yeah, like I'm not sure what I really offer in comparison comparison to like a lot of other YouTubers and stuff like that, because like I mean, like I do love talking about my passions, right? Like as an example, for this, I have an entire timeline, like for one of my books, like to like put into for. I'm gonna put this out there. My books have an entire alternative, like human-based timeline. So first we start off in like the current timeline, where eventually it splits off into, or eventually it goes to, oh my gosh, to where eventually the timeline will go out of its way. For eventually the timeline will go all the way to roughly 2068, and in 2068 the first meeting will be planned. We have the 2077, which Cyberpunk in the alternative timeline Cyberpunk re-release, I think that Cyberpunk 2077, that one. Honestly, that would be actually wait that would be something Project Red does, wouldn't it? Listen, I can see that happening. Like, actually, I wonder. That would be so fun. Like, could you imagine, like, you reimagine Cyberpunk? You know, like a re-release of like, even if it's just like according to my alternative timeline, it's not even like a re-release. It's just like a graphics update. Just a massive graphics overhauled graphics, and it was just a massive graphics overhaul, essentially, which is I mean, like, I could see that happening. We're gonna ignore the fact that also canonically in that timeline that Skyrim has been released over 80 plus times already. The Elder Scroll, and everyone's still waiting for the Elder Scroll 7. Please don't do this to me, Bethesda. I still want to play Elder Scrolls 6. Please, I just want the Elder Scrolls 6 already. Cause honestly, I'm not planning to play GTA 6 either. I haven't enjoyed GTA since San Andreas. I'm not even gonna lie. And besides, even then, I'm kind of meh on GTA now. It's just which honestly, even then, even if I do not have the I'm gonna be honest, honestly, I have a bunch of other games I'd rather play instead. As an example, Ananta is one of those. As one of those games that I'm looking into as well, because it just looks so good, and it's and it's gonna be an anime game that isn't a gacha for once, and it's oh, finally. It's finally, I've been needing this. So my poor wallet isn't crying in the corner because, just because I want a skin. You know, let me go and pop a flower in here. Which, the sheep. I think a lot of, I mean, if I wanted to, I think, this way, if I do it like this, I then at least, I get, all of the stone, all of the dirt, all of the gravel, a lot of everything that goes along with this. Because eventually, we are going to be needing to, finishing up that other I currently don't think I have enough of extra of all of these to extra stone for that yet. And the good thing is that like this will end up netting us so much stone. Like this will net us stone, iron, coal, etc. Which like will I drill out the sides? Probably, yeah. Like that would make sense. Like look at all of this coal. I was like, you know what? One side of me wants to keep this in InfDev forever, right? And then the other side of me wants to like see it be updated. You know what? I might actually. You know what? You know what? I might actually have. You know what? I might update it to like different versions and stuff like that. Like, it's just kind of like a little fun thing that's just kind of a little fun thing, you know, because like a lot of the reasons I liked 1.8 is because it added stone bricks, which by the way are my favorite block. And by the way, one of my favorite stone block. I'm surprised it took until 1.8. Like, because my brain wished it was added in like 1.7. I mean, like a lot of that's a small amount of coal. Usually, like, whenever I'm going to be working on a project like this, I'm just going to pop it into a peaceful. I think that's alright. And I personally think that's alright. Just like that. Looks like this is going to be a Right. I think like there's a lot of reasons I haven't streamed in a while. Like one of the reasons is because like as cool as streaming is, I weirdly enough I'm not good at it. Does that make sense? Like I am not very good at streaming. Like genuinely, like I'm not good at paying attention to chat. I don't have a lot of and like the amount of like energy that goes into streaming is crazy. On top of that, like my internet doesn't like me enough. Like as an example, I'm currently updating Ark Survival Ascended, right? Which obviously like becoming an Ark YouTuber would end up becoming probably a different problem in of itself, just other than just being like a Minecraft YouTuber. Like Ark YouTuber means that I never leave the house. Minecraft YouTuber means that I also never leave the house. Also, it has a bunch of other weird paths, including more severe paths that some of these YouTubers don't. Right. Reminds me of like this kind of gives me an idea. Like I weirdly enough want to make like a server in like beta, you know, but also I don't know literally anybody who would do it. I've got several things. I got several things planned, including a mod pack. It requires 12 people for this to work. For this to work the way I want it to. And as soon as I get this pack networking, I have a couple people I have in mind, right? So like I have like I have like I have like two people in mind that I would want to invite to this. Are they much larger YouTubers than me? Yeah. But the only reason they're there is but the only reason they're there is because I think they'd be more interested in than anything. And also I'm just here to have fun anyways. I'm not here for sex. I'm not here for anything, to be fair. Like, if I'm not having fun with my content, you'd see me stop uploading. Have you noticed my upload schedule as well? Because how have I been able to actually do something like this? I genuinely enjoy doing my this as well. It is so nice. This is probably an insane project. Once I get my internet fully down, who wants to watch a stream of me quarrying? That would be I kind of want to stream this because this would be super fun. Imagine an entire stream that is ridiculously long, and all it is just me. All of this is just me mining out stone and dirt and stuff like that. It'd be so fun. I think one of the main things I want to get done, especially with this, is to finally be able to see this project become actually because this poll ain't gonna just be sitting there as a poll. It's gonna have its own use. It's gonna have its uses, just like everything else. I might end up making some form of build around it. Trying to figure out what I'd do for the look of the build because builds require some planning, and I think the first part of it is to remove these chunks. Actually, it would be fun to do that in the Discord and stuff like that. As soon as I do that, I'm not gonna really make it enough. Permanent link to my Discord in my bio as well soon. As well as soon I'm thinking about it, just have my actual business email that I can actually need to do other things as well, because I have a business email, no, yet again, it's a whole different one dedicated to this channel in comparison to if it was just for real life, if it was just for real life things, yeah, obviously I'd have a different, because I need one that isn't connected to, that is connected specifically to this channel, versus a personal one, like what I currently use, I think, which I'd rather not give off my personal email. It's as I'm still a huge believer in internet safety. By the way, for those of you who, which by the way, which I think a lot of people need to realize that internet safety is a thing. It should still be how is internet safety not still taught? Genuinely, I'm trying to figure out how so many people forgot internet safety existed. it blows my mind to think like how many times I've seen like modern YouTubers say that like people have like outright given them their emails. It's like back in my day, this should have been a strict no-no. What? How did you? I sound so fucking old when I have to say that. Okay. Oh gosh. Sounds so old. Well, I'm not old yet. I'm not even that old yet. Look, I guess I'm hoping you really, to be fair. Okay, I think, alright, according to a lot of this might need to be. This is going to take a while. According to the amount of dirt that is going to this, we're going to be now I'm thinking I should start the storage room in a second as well. But like an old storage room, I'm going to make an entire dirt chest, an entire cobblestone room, which is we're gonna have like the main bulk storage though. Over down one of those halls, like the one on this side, we're gonna have entire rooms dedicated to different types of equipment. It's gonna go downwards to the staircase. It's gonna then into entire furnace rooms. And an entire much larger crafting area. We have a crafting area which has like most of our ingredients. We're gonna have storage for things like cobblestone, gravel, sand, dirt, etc. The amount of that is going to be insane. Also, by the way, if you're wondering why I do this the way I do, I kind of break it down into smaller pieces so it doesn't feel like as overwhelming on my brain. So if let's say if like this here feels too long, back down like that. Like even if this takes a little bit longer, my brain just feels like less overwhelmed about it. So like a trick if you're digging these out. Like it makes your brain like less overwhelmed when doing these. Like even though most people just kind of shut their brain off, oh, I kind of don't have to be fair. I just need this for the, oh my god. The amount of this that I'm gonna, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna mine all this here. I want all this coal. Beautiful. I don't mind it, this looks like Swiss cheese in the end. Like, because it's gonna end up like Swiss cheese in the end anyway, so like, we basically just need to make at least dirt bulk storage at the moment. Like at the moment, the main bulk storage we need is dirt. Which we could probably pull that off. We're gonna have to, well, chop a few trees though for that as well. So, as soon as those fill up, I'm gonna definitely be making some tree storage. We're gonna eventually also make bulk food storages and more. And eventually I'm gonna like have like a almost like a butcher shop, right? For like I'm gonna put or even like a sort of like a a restaurant style thing going on. We'll see how we get it done. Because like right over there, like right next to the hole, I'm gonna call the restaurant Feed Your Hole. Wait, never mind. That doesn't sound quite right. Okay, so, well, I'm just gonna ignore what I just said there, and, okay, so alright, so I think main thing that we're going to be doing, right, is, well, after we get, during this, I'm just trying to think of whether or not, what I want to do mainly with this, right? Because, what if I just, took all of my, I kind of want to, mine all the stone and see what happens. Like, all the stone and the ores from this layer. Though, yet again, to be fair, I do, I think, mainly, I usually just, mine out one layer at a time. But, because, one layer makes it way easier to, look at it and be like, look how far we've gotten here. Because, and also it also kind of tricks your brain into thinking, you've done, trick your brain into thinking, you're not as overwhelmed from a project as something like this, which is also good. Which is also good. You don't want your brain to be overwhelmed when doing these, because, this is a huge area, by the way. Oh, wait, why am I... Oh, shoot, I forgot to do this. Wait, don't jump! Okay. What? I totally... Why did I say that as soon as I saw the picture on the ledge? That was... that was... the thing is with this version I personally do not what was I talking about? I do not like how the durability is in this version. That's my only thing that I think. That's the only thing that I really don't like about it, right? Is because, this durability is insane. I want to figure out what I'm going to do with all of this as well. How is dirt? I have no idea what I'm going to do. I have a great idea. I'm going to find an area, why don't we just make it a super flat area? I don't know why. I guess it would be, I think it'd probably be a way simpler task than I would be leading it on, because, it'd just be mind numbing. The thing that is also really good is creating this version. But I don't technically need food. I want to heal. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do kind of need food. I think most people like Beta 173 though, because it not only adds modern beds and such, but honestly, I think that's not a good enough reason for that, for liking Beta 173. I can't just say oh yeah, I like this version for this. Like, cause like then it's just like, okay, I like beta 1. Okay, then like I can say that I like beta 1.8 because it added stone bricks. Well, and it also added continents, which I think is so much nicer. I prefer continents. Weirdly enough, like we need continents. We need that as like a default option for like the Minecraft menu. Like yeah, like which I believe like I use which like if you like ever have seen me play like modern, right? Like you will probably like or even like any other version, you'll see that like I use a mod to add continents because like I prefer continents. Weirdly enough, like I think like the exploration factor is because like honestly I like vast open oceans and that's like so cool. Like the amount of stuff in the vast open oceans or the amount of like oceans you can see whenever it's like vast and open is amazing. Like because like the ocean update should have brought back continents. Like genuinely 1.13 should have brought back continents, like or even just make it like an actual like different world type. Like what I want, right, is like beta 1.8's continents, right? But with like the large, like super pretty terrain from InfDev. Cause like genuinely, like if somebody can make a mod for this version that adds that, I would be all for that. I'll definitely play it. I'll play it. I'll outright play it. Like I don't care what version it is. Like if you make it feel like beta, then perfect. Like because this is because like there's a lot of things that because like there's a lot of things that like would be so nice in this version. Oh my goodness, like I have a feeling that if I decided to like actually like lock in with like a lot of my mod projects, I'd probably end up having an entire the forever modded would be a lot different actually. For some of you might have also have noticed that forever modded has a different is actually called forever modded on YouTube now as well. Except for like the old videos are gonna stay that format, so you can kind of see like what happened. Like see that like eventually like I got into the which like eventually like I think that should work though, like cause which like forever modded essentially just takes like the concept of a forever world and just throws it into a modded world. Which I think is an amazing way to do it. Weirdly enough, it is surprisingly a really good way of doing it. It's a really fun way of doing it. It is. Alright, let's finish off a ton of these and look at them. Wow, look at that, we can now walk down like that. While watching everything slowly whittles down. It's kind of a fantastic sight though, to be honest. think the main thing is like, might as well just make it shovels eventually, like no need to have one more shovels in range for anything else after this is all done. I'm not a ton of spare shovels. Like one of the reasons I use stone instead of like iron and such is because like stone is easy to get in bulk. Stone you can get tons of it in bulk and it's easily renewable, which is a lot of my reasonings for it. It's easy to mine, you get so much of it anyways from the quarry, so like might as well give it all another boost as well on top of buildings, so I should probably, I think the next, technically, if you think about it, this could, honestly, this would be kind of a fun thing to, keep going for literally the rest of time, for the rest of the time my channel is out there. Cause I think this kind of looks good. Cause I think it kind of looks good on from a view standpoint. I could look back and see how far I came and just damn, I've come so far. Sometimes just need something to look back on and realize that hey, if you think you're not doing good at something, here's this. You can always look back on it. And there's really nothing wrong with it, right? You've gotten better because there's not everything might not be going your way forward, but listen, that's okay. But listen, that's okay. We're all gonna be here. We're all gonna continue. We're all gonna continue on. Look how far you've gone. Even if you think you don't, you still got this. Which I guess in itself is its own. Which I guess in of itself is also another thing to look back on. You can look back on, see how much you've improved, how much you haven't, where you struggle and where you still struggle. That's always good. It's funny, right? Because I've done a couple of things to his old PC. I currently have I cleaned his GPU up. That's coming out and doing a build with that, right? Because it still works, right? I got RAM and stuff like that. I'm just gonna reuse his old 16 gig sticks. His old 8 gig sticks. He has two of them. One I bought, and on the other one, one of them is essentially brand new. And it is absolutely beautiful. Because I'm gonna punch these. Just how that spot does not look so bare. there's a stack of coal, some iron. Alright, oh my goodness. Alright, I'm gonna be needing a couple of these, right? And yeah, as soon as we... actually, wait, I think this, which ones... They're basically the same. Wait, they're basically the same amount full. So, like, we should... Yeah, we're gonna have so many of these in the end. Have so many of those filled, it's going to be insane. Which, it's about the amount of, Alright, let's, where is my shovel? Where shovels? Alright, amazing. We're gonna be needing more shovels in this. Alright. This is his, which I think like a lot of, this is such a huge project, and it's gonna be so hard. Oh, there's gonna, like, I reminds me, oh shit, oh wait, actually, I kinda wanna, like, if you wanna see, like, classical music on my server, right, here's a story on how I met him, right, yeah, I'm not on the server, but I'm like an SMP Dragonfly, whenever I was playing on like, I'm sure all of you remember those days, right, some of like 20, like mid, like before, like pre-2020 as well, so that's, yeah, pre-pandemic, which is insane. You have not known this. It feels absurd it's actually been. Like, I've known them longer than I've known some of my other friends as well. Like, I've known them longer than I've known some other people. Like, I've met, like, some of my friends, like, I've met some of my other friends on there as well. A lot of my online friends are, like, a lot of them are from there, right? I think, like, my brother and I, like, we decided to join Dragonfly, right? Because, like, I was looking for, like, an online multiplayer, right? I was, kind of tired of playing single player constantly. Because, like, I needed, like, an actual, like... Because, like, and also I was craving human interaction. Because occasionally, like, sometimes, like, I want human interaction. And sometimes I, like, absolutely don't. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not sure if it's, like, my autism that's just like, yeah, like, you want human interaction. Me, okay. No, that's too much interaction. What was it? Okay. I'm not sure if that's autism or if it's just like a small social battery or whatnot. Another thing that I plan to do, right, is we're going to, is whenever my Discord's a bit larger, I'm gonna do like some, I'm gonna do like community nights and such. That's where, like, we'll play, like, either, like, Minecraft, or even, like, Terraria, even, like, cause I might not know much about Terraria, so, like, a lot of y'all have to guide me through it, cause, like, I don't like, and I also kinda don't like Terraria because of how, like, wiki-dependent it is. Because, like, it is so hard to, like, memorize everything from Terraria. Like, I used to, like, it is so easy to memorize everything from Minecraft, right? Terraria, on the other hand, not so much. Like, I think my brother says he still even relies on the wiki every time he plays Terraria, and I'm just like, this is kind of think like the most I know how to do, right, is get up to the wall of flesh for Terraria. Like that's about it. Like I don't know how to do anything beyond that. I think like one time I accidentally I fought like the king slime with a copper short sword, I think. Like was it the wait, was it when the yeah, I think it was when the copper short sword was added. To added as like a starting item instead of like something you had to craft later because originally you had a wooden sword. I think I'm gonna which I remember like the wood sword being the basics. I though yet again usually like my class tends to like lean more towards the mage since I do like the magic aspect of it. Um, because like the amount of oh my gosh, like look at all of these like uh, look how far this has gotten. Like I know this hasn't looked like much, but like the amount of blocks mined is absurd. Like in fact, like some of them you'll probably not see all in a chest, you know, because like a lot of them are also used for like making this. Some type of inner piece. Because like there's a lot of things I want to like I just as an example, like one of my as an example, like imagine like going and just like on fight and like or something like that. But even I think like one of the a lot of my server time needs to go as well. One of my main things is like how to properly implement like one channel that I have, which is like teach someone a language, right? So it's just like, oh yeah, you can speak any language there, right? And which is like because like otherwise it's completely English, right? Otherwise it's completely English, right? To make it easier for a ton of people. Since I know a lot of people know English, it's surprisingly weirdly a universal language. Depressingly, I hate English, and I'm an English speaker. English sucks. French is so awful. I don't even think there is a perfect language. Let's be honest. Like, I don't like human languages in general. I think like one of the let me go ahead and pop like two of these like that, and then we can go like this. Oh my gosh! This is we've got look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We're almost to that level, and then we're gonna. Okay, yeah, this is going to. Oh, this is going smoothly. It's going very smoothly. Yeah, like I think. Yeah, I'm gonna be needing a bit of. Gonna have to go grab more wood eventually down the line. I should probably also I should probably also eat soon as well, right? I might pause the video to eat some food. Like even though I normally do this in one sitting, right? Like I forgot to make coffee and stuff like that. So like you know what? Like, you know what? That's fine. We'll finish this row, and I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna make some coffee, and I'll be right back. I have popped back with coffee, and alright. Let's continue mining the deepest hole possible. Alright, I like his daytime. Weirdly enough, right? Like, I'm already, apparently, like, we're supposed to be having, like, week-long heat waves, and I'm still out here freezing. Go outside, I freeze. I stay inside, I freeze. Like, am I the only one who has that issue? Though to be fair, I think when I asked the doctor about it, like, they said it might be a thyroid thing, and I'm just like, oh boy, that's fun. Let's see here. I mean, that means we just need to chisel down 4 more. That means we just need to chisel down 4 more layers, and then we're all at this. Then it's all at the same height, which, by the way, is crazy to think about. Like, in my opinion, like, that is just crazy. Like, we're gonna be going through a ton of shovels, though. I hope a lot of people know this. The amount of shovels that are going to be used is going to be insane. I think currently I'm still working on like the finishing touches to KMSBS2. Right. Originally we wanted to do it in VR, but then we're like, maybe we'll do like occasional episodes in VR, right? Because the thing that makes kind of modded Skyblock, specifically season 2, different from like every other Skyblock is it's starting. Not only is starting, but it's built around like Vivecraft with Vive. It's built with Vivecraft in mind, which I think is which honestly I don't think I've seen a lot of other like mod pack creators do. So I feel like KMSBS2 is probably very unique in that way. As of like how I'm going to be giving the files, I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna be like making sure like the files are all downloaded and such. I might look for like a tutorial, or like it would be really nice to even just be like I might join the Prism Launcher Discord server as well to see if there's a way to make it to like mod list instead sends like download links and stuff like that for like both CurseForge and Modrinth and such. Like I keep forgetting that Modrinth is also apparently bought by Spark Universe now. It's like, wait, when aren't they just my brain has a lot of things to comprehend right now, and it's and the amount of things to comprehend just gets more and more each day, and it's like, but why? It's like, but why? It's like you don't really need modern. I've never properly understood corporations in general, but it's just like, why would you do that? Like, you're gonna be losing more money in the long run. It's like if you all about the freaking RAM prices being out of control and such. Like, come on, man. Really? Like, though yet again right now, even that, even that, they still feel way too inflated for how they should be. Which my father did say, they were, they had to be purposefully done. Well, yeah, but that's also could get them into a lot of trouble with consumer laws. And to be fair, what sucks about it, right, is because that's considered lobbying. I think that's lobbying. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because I'm not gonna be upset if people correct me if I'm wrong. I might also just look it up as well, just to make sure. Which weirdly enough, GPU manufacturer I'm waiting for, right, to see is Bolt. I actually want to see the numbers and everything like that. I genuinely am interested in what they're doing. Because I'm sure that's normal because I genuinely love technology, right? I love how graphics processings and stuff like that works. I genuinely want to see how Bolt is gonna end up going out of their way to get it working for consumer-based electronics. I think currently they're just building server-based things, which as soon as I saw that they had CPU on the GPU, and I'm like, wait, why didn't it? Wait a minute, that's actually kind of genius, having computational, having a CPU on with the GPU does sound like it comes with its both benefits and drawbacks, wouldn't it? Which makes me wonder, you could technically just have one piece to your freaking you wouldn't even need the CPU technically if you did it right. Seems like you could make even smaller machines that way. And all you have to worry about is heat distribution, which should be pretty easy to deal with. Probably can still run Doom. That was run Doom. Now, to be fair, Doom is not a hard task. Running Doom isn't a hard task at all for anything like that. I don't think I've ever seen anything struggle to run Doom. I guess that depends which Doom you're talking about. do like the fact that you can use like your number keys still. Well, again, I usually end up using these. I end up not using my number keys at all. Like half the time, like I don't really see them as like as something that I use. Like I don't really use them. Like I don't know how people like can go out of their way and just like outright use the number keys constantly. Like it's like just like that's impressive because I could not do that. Alright, let's go ahead and place this just like that. Let's continue filling this here. Alright, we've got that. Done. Let's grab this. Let's make sure everything's all within roughly the same area. Alright. Wow. That's actually okay. That was we gotta love when everything stacks nicely. Let's see here. We're gonna need to make some shovels real quick as well. You know what? I might as well fill another chest filled with dirt. Why not? Let's see how many we need after this. I think I'm just gonna be needing, yep, three stacks. Three stacks, just like that. Then we're gonna. There we go. Now we have another double chest of dirt. I'm going to continue calling this a double chest, even though it's always been called large chest. It's always been called large chest as far as I'm aware, but I still like calling it a double chest. Like I think it's not even like it's just like so much quicker to say double chest, you know? Like I can't like every time I see somebody try to correct me on calling this a workbench, or even like when I sometimes even call it a crafting bench, you know, like, because I mean technically this is a workbench. Like it is a workbench. Like I'm not wrong when I call it a workbench either. It's a workbench. We're gonna be needing to put away a ton of these shovels here. They're not gonna take long at all to. These shovels are gonna last like what, like 10 seconds even. Like I do at least the fact that like stone shovels are kind of quick. They're really fast, but that also means they go away really quickly as well. Which I mean, like in a way, isn't a bad thing per se. If you think about it, it's like not a good thing. It's things like not a bad thing. What the heck? I'm seeing things. I just saw something. I don't know. If anyone has an idea for and like also keep rolling down in the comments, right? Like that would be cool. Like might actually, that would actually be a really fun project for like the entire server. Like we all like make a mod pack. Like the entire server makes a mod pack. We limit the mods, obviously. And we're gonna limit the mods, and then we're gonna be like, okay, there it is. Like we probably like limit the mods to like at least 200 mods, right? At least 200 mods, or like at least something to be able to run it, or at least get everyone's at least computers running it. And then we're just gonna have like, an entire group of people like this, and then we're gonna have, and then we're just gonna like have it, like decide, like, ooh, wait, actually, that'd be a lot of fun. Like imagine like mod, imagine like making like mod packs as like a little competition. You know, that'd be so fun. That'd be super fun. Like we'll have like different like we'll have to like choose different versions for it. That'd be so fun. I think that would be that would be super fun. Like, else would find that to be super fun because like I definitely would. Like the winner, I think they put like on YouTube and stuff. I can play it on YouTube and then all about the mod pack and everything like that. What it all does. You know, there's a lot of things that could be super fun. Yeah, we're slowly gonna be needing to make a way up and down. Let's see here. I think probably the best thing I can do here that I can think of is it would be pretty nice to like go out of my like I'm probably just gonna be using cobblestone to get up and down, right? Besides, we're gonna be getting a ton of it anyways, so I'll have a way up and down. Cause we kind of need a way up and down. If you don't have a way up and down from your mine, it's not gonna work out in the end. Eventually, we'll make it a way easier way up and down as well. Alright, let's go ahead and take all of this along here. We should have a ton of the amount of cobblestone that this will, the amount of materials this will net us alone, we're gonna be we're gonna be positive in the amount of ores. There's gonna be no we're not gonna end up in the negatives for anything. Look at all of this stone. Because we're gonna be needing a lot larger cobblestone storage eventually anyways, so and as soon as I do get my hands on a full chest of cobblestone, that's not gonna stop me from having more cobblestone. which I think what we're mainly going to do with this, right, especially, is we're gonna I have a mixture, like I both love like dirt and like I love dirt. There's a lot here. I also like cobblestone, like very very classic blocks, by the way. They're all classic blocks. Like, in fact, weirdly enough, like the grass texture here, right? It's oh yeah. Speaking of that, like I've been also kind of like planning out like my own game and stuff like that, like for a while. Like even if I'm just like dabbling into it, you know, like I know a lot of people think it's cringe whenever when a YouTuber steps, like a random like YouTuber decides to do that. It's like, okay, but like passion, okay, like cringe don't matter. Like I'm the cringest person you might. I'm one of the cringest people. Well, I'm one of the cringest people my friends know. So like, so like, honestly, that won't hurt. Honestly, calling me cringe doesn't actually hurt. Like it's great. Like, trust me. Like, if you're cringe, embrace it. Embrace that shit. You're like embrace that shit. Like even if like just like there's a just embrace it, because like everyone has their own quirks and such. I also, one of the things is that like like like, oh yeah, by the way, like actually, like for those who don't know, I am gender fluid. I usually use she they for my main pronouns, and so yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, it's like, what was that? And I was like, is that it? My brain had to take a minute to process what. I have a what? I swear I have the attention. I swear I have the short attention span. I have the shortest attention span of anybody I know. I'm sorry about the really short attention span, but like I think so let's start with the main thing. But yeah, I'm gender fluid, she they. Like unless you're talking to Notimer, then like anything, like Notimer uses any pronoun, like as long as they just know you're talking to them. So like Neos, like etc. Like they don't really care. Like in fact, just call them whatever name you want. Like they're like there's a lot of we have and then the rest of the system we have Lucalia, she her. We have Jade, he they. We have Mimic, he him, and then we have which so and that's that's literally the main. That's literally the main ones of us that you have to worry about. We have like more silent ones as well, like ones that are either like silent or just prefers to not like exist, like I just mainly just put out us who just front though, like that's about it. I think like there was actually a couple of episodes for like you might not have noticed, but Notimer was recording one of those, right? Which is why Notimer knows that they don't really like recording. We might get them to do a GTNH series, maybe. We might get them to do the GTNH series, or like even like because though yet again they more prefer to like just do things on their own, to be fair. which I guess is fair as well. Like, everyone has, like, their own little preferred things. Which, funnily enough, another thing that we have is like obsessive compulsive disorder. And no, that does not mean I'm very cleanly at all. Like, but I am like a mixture of like organized and disorganized. Like, have you ever heard of an organized mess, right? Yeah, that's essentially my entire room. If anything moves even a half centimeter, I suddenly don't know where it is, and then I'm panicking, and then I'm quite upset because which by the way, like, one thing that I hate is whenever people like don't actually whenever I tell them that I have obsessive compulsive disorder, which is OCD, by the way, it immediately people assume that I am the cleanliest person alive. No, it's not. No, like, why is it so misunderstood? Like I never really understood why it's why it's so misunderstood. Like, somebody tried to tell me that I didn't have it because I wasn't because my entire room was a mess. I still clean my room, especially whenever I also tend to have a bit of ADHD moments where do I really want to do that? I'll just do the most basic thing possible, and it'll work out in the end because I know my brain. Because my brain was okay with me just doing something a little simple like that, right? I would end up simply going out of my way to, which then I would just simply go out of my way to, do a simple clean, nothing too crazy. Simple clean, simple organization, at least something there. Even if it's a disorder, even if it's an organized mess, it reminds me of a lot of my shoulder boxes and stuff like that in Minecraft as well. Whenever I use shoulder boxes. Another thing that I really like is I have a love-hate relationship with the Elytra, right? Is that is that weird, right? I don't like the Elytra, but I also love the Elytra. It is so cool. I think it's I know it's not actually called Elytra, but honestly, I just like the sound of it. The reason why I call it Elytra is because it sounds fun. I don't know, sometimes I mispronounce things if they sound more fun that way. Is that normal, actually? Actually, I wonder if that's normal, because I wonder if more people do that than I just do. Yeah. Comment down below if you do that. Actually, do you ever mispronunciate a word just because it sounds fun, just because it's more fun to mispronounce it like that? I can't be the only one. If you notice you're mispronunciating it, you know you are. But you just find it more fun to say it like that. Which in English is really easy to do, right? It's easy to do in English because then it's not going to completely turn into something saying I turned them out into a fox or something like that. Just by a simple mispronunciation error and a tone error. I'm looking at looking at you. I'm looking at Mandarin here. I'm looking at Mandarin here. You're the one I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what you know. Like it is like, but yet again, it's just also like super interesting to like think about the fact that like just how Mandarin works overall, right? Like I can't be like the only one who thinks that Mandarin is like super interesting due to like the way that it works, right? Just like a simple tone error can completely change a sentence. Like just simply changing your tone can almost completely change a sentence, which is what I find absolutely crazy. Like it is such a cool thing to think about, which is why like which is kind of why I think a lot, which is why I think Mandarin is better than English in a way, right? Like am I good at speaking? No. Like half the time I just like half the time I just like hearing like all about like the language itself. So like I would go out and watch this and just like it's like the language for no reason. Will I end up speaking it? I mean like it wouldn't be the first time I randomly spoke random bits of languages that like I didn't even know I knew how to speak. I've also given words with like a whole different meaning, like and I've used them out of like without their original meaning as well. Right? Some people don't like that, which honestly, I guess fair. I guess I don't know why people get upset about that. One of the ideas like should I make a Minecraft? I should make a I kind of want to like go out of my way to I know a lot of YouTubers have done this. Like I've seen a YouTuber, I can't remember his name. I can't remember their name at the top of my head. But there's a YouTuber that did that. Remade Minecraft and put how they would have done it. Right? Using a couple of mods and such. Right. Like one of the main things that I think that one of the main ideas I have is like a way to is like adding more ways for grapple, etc. Like you can like poison potions can be poisonous potatoes, etc. Obviously like yeah, Mojang has their own like book and stuff like that for it, which I think you can read online entirely for free, I think, right? Which is just pretty cool actually. Like which like the I know I have some more of those here. I think another thing which most people would think that I would add like power and stuff like that, like, and I'm just like, yeah, no, like I'd buff potion. No, like a lot of things that I do is like buff potions, reduce healing speeds. I'd reduce healing speeds from sources like eating, as an example, because those to me are stupidly fast. Like it's ridiculous on how fast it is. Like why is it so fast? For what reason is it so fast? Why do I regen like so quickly? Like it feels like so busted. And I know a lot of people aren't going to be able to live properly without it, right? Because they're used to that, right? But however, for me, like it's more like that one point of Minecraft that is just like, okay, like don't like how this is going. Like, which, like, yeah, obviously I'm allowed to have my own, I'm allowed to have my own opinions on it, but like, but yeah, it's like its own thing. Like, but yeah, like my entire, but yeah, like I have a, to be fair, I have a lot of complaints about like Minecraft, like the way that it does things. To be fair, like I'm also not a developer for the game, so like like it would like it which like yet again I do which I would which like I'd add like a ton of like really weird like mechanics like oddly enough sprinting like stamina wouldn't really become a thing. I'd probably like especially if I was remaking modern Minecraft I'd first thing is I'm starting by removing durability in favor of a different system. Like, if that makes sense. Armor is going to, like, I might just also make all armor give the same protection as well. Kind of like it is in this point of the time, and then, like, it slowly gets less protective. But like, each armor has, like, a different use. Like kind of like if you've ever played like Quarry, Adventure does like for each and every single set has has like a little ability thing, right? Like my thought is it's like gold armor having its own like niche here. I might it's like I'm probably gonna end up like keeping it for the ability to pacify piglins, right? There's another thing that would be really fun for her to do is, I might end up just having it do something completely different as well, right? Because, like, yeah, gold tools are going to be able to mine things, but, like, it's still, I might also try to fix the progression issue as well, yeah, I'm gonna keep the progression simple because Minecraft is like a more simplistic game anyways. Like, I don't feel like it needs a very complex. It doesn't need to be complex. It doesn't need to pop into like the wiki territory. But like, you need to rely on the wiki territory even more than you already do. Which like the main thing is I'd have like an in-game guide, kind of like how like Bedrock does. Like Bedrock has like an in-game little guide thing, you know, like that's like your stuff. Like here's what you can do, right? I would overhaul like potion brewing, right? Keep try and I would. And another thing is I had like a alpha-based biome, right? So like you'd occasionally see like an alpha and I'd bring back all the old alpha and beta biomes, right? Like make like rare islands and stuff like that. Like add continents again as like an option. You know, like little islands that could be like remind you of like the pocket edition. Hear me out on this one, like it's like the size of it's like a rare island and the size of a pocket edition world. So like that's kind of the idea that I have. That's kind of one of the ideas that I have. Like the island is roughly the size of a pocket edition world. How much water you'll get there, no clue. Right. It'd be like super cool though to like have like an island like genuinely like feel like it's like almost like a bug or a glitch, you know? Like I'd bring back the rose and the cyan rose as kind of like a trimming, right, of like the rose bush. You know, like so you don't remove the poppy, right? Okay, so essentially what you do is so like the cyan roses got and you can make you'd be able to make a wither rose bush, right? So So essentially, like, if you like use shears, you can occasionally do that, right? Get a rose, right? And you'd have to wait for a while for it to, well, essentially like regrow back a rose. Like you have to wait like a certain amount of game ticks, you know, like for the rose to come back. I'd probably add more planter pot options as well. More stone brick variants, fix all like the brick, like all of like the stone variants and stuff like that. Also, I'd fix the entirety of the issue with like modern textures taking over, despite they shouldn't be. Cause like I prefer the old textures, you know, like having options where like you can turn off hunger as well. I already have an idea on how I'm gonna do all that, right? Some recipes I'm going to change, though, like, because some of them I do not agree with. Some of them should be more expensive. Some things should be more expensive. Some things should be cheaper. Like stairs, they should be way cheaper. Like, oh my gosh. And I'm probably gonna add which, like, would I add a woodcutter? Would I add a woodcutter though? Like, honestly, I don't technically think Minecraft would need that, but I think like one of the main things is like I might end up like removing like all of like the main recipes, like the stairs, the slabs and stuff like that, the fences. Right, and I'm probably gonna end up moving them to the stone. I'm probably gonna move like all stone-based recipes to the stone cutter, essentially. Right? So like they're all like it kind of adds like a little masonry aspect, if that makes sense. Like I think like that'd be like I personally think that like I personally would love that. You know, like you can also would be able to turn like cobblestone into gravel and such. You know, like I would also add like deep slate gravel, and like andesite, diorite, and even granite gravel. I'd add like all of like the different bricks and stuff like that. Like I'd add like smaller and larger stone bricks. I'd add like different types of like bricks and such. You know, I'd add like different types of like even like the clay bricks, even, you know, like I'd add like different patterns or different colors and such. You know, like brown brick, like different type, like, or even like mixed colored, you know, like so you can have like different mixed colored variants, like even like let's say like a modern industrial looking bricks as an example, like because like I've always loved that from the old chisel mod. That is one of the things that I would absolutely have enjoyed. Which a lot of it would be done via the stone cutter. I think Stoneworks is like one of my favorite modern mods because of that. Because of some of the stuff that it adds because of it. I think one of the next things is like biomes. Do they need an overhaul? No, not really. Not really, in my opinion. I don't really. I don't really think they need that, to be fair. I don't really think all biomes like need like a full-on overhaul. I think they just need a small touch-up, in my opinion. Like, if that makes sense. Like, some of them just need a touch-up, you know, and I'd probably add the Farlands back, right? As like a more like intentional feature, you know? Which however reaching there wouldn't cause like a really weird things to happen, etc. It wouldn't cause that. I'd probably also do what Minecraft is, leaning into like the horror aspect of Minecraft, right? However, I'll be playing into what Minecraft's already good at, you know, without trying to distract from like the main game. It's like if you don't interact with it, you should not have to deal with it, essentially. Like, it would be kind of funny though to like occasionally like have like Herobrine pop out. Like even if like it's just like you know, it'd be super cool. No, like probably not though. Like I'd probably just have it where like oh no, like I'd add like more cave sounds as an example. Like one of like the main cave sounds I want to add is one where like you occasionally hear somebody mining, right? Like you'll like, and there's a chance that during that mining their pickaxe will break, right? So like you can sometimes hear somebody mining, their pickaxe breaks, and then they're just walking away. They could be placing torches, right? Mining coal, collecting mining blocks, and maybe collect experience. Placing a couple of blocks, you know, and then there'll just be nothing there. Like it's which I guess it's which and optionally I'd add an option where you can turn it all off, or you can turn that off as a game rule. You know, like the cave sounds would be like an optional thing. Like I would have like all the different like griefing types as optional. As an example, like Enderman griefing and creepers blowing things up. I might actually end up making like creeper. Like I'd end up like making like a creep. Like I'd probably end up like redoing the creeper a little, right? Just a little. Like, oh my gosh, the amount of pigs. Alright, I'm gonna have to pop back up there and throw all of this meat up there as well. Oh, that. Yeah, I think there might have been a pig that just like walked up to me and just like outright disappeared earlier. That might have been what happened. To me, like this world is like this version is like really funky. And another thing though is like I probably would like, you know, like I'd probably like have the Aether as like a full on thing. Like, come on, like you have King B Dogs as one of the developers. Like you have the opportunity. The opportunity is presented right there. Like I think genuinely, the opportunity's there. Oh. Yeah, okay, good. I was about to say. Yeah, which like I can't be the only one who thinks like, yeah, the opportunity's there. You have King B Dogs, could you yeah, I know a lot of people would love to have the Aether, right? I know which I genuinely would love the Aether as well. Even a lot of what I find neat about the Aether and stuff like that is the amount of if it's the size of like a normal Minecraft update essentially. It feels like a nice little content update, you know, like adding it feels like it feels like a large yet small content update, right? It adds a whole new it seems small on this, which like if you actually think about it, right? On the surface, a whole new dimension seems small, right? A whole new just a slight overhaul to a biome and adding a few blocks seems small, but like I don't think Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I might as well start a steakhouse at this point. Except we're gonna have pork steaks instead. Like, actually, I wonder how many people have actually had a pork steak. Like, I was like pork, like I know like some people like don't eat pork for like either like religious reasons or whatever. Like, and I guess fair enough. Like, it means more bacon for me. It means more bacon for me in the end. It reminds me of like a lot of people like also like and there's just like some people who I know who just genuinely don't like pork, which is also okay. Like some people just don't like some people don't like the taste. Like most people have had bad experience with pork. Like some people have bad experiences, etc. Like I like pork, right? I like pork as long as you make it correctly, if that makes sense. Like if it has a fat cap, it better not be hard. Otherwise, I won't eat it. Like if you if the fat cap melts in my mouth and doesn't taste like dog water, or like doesn't taste like poisonous or whatever, like I'm fine. As well. Like I think like you, and it has to and it cannot be dry. The pork, like I hate dry pork. Like I genuinely hate eating dry pork. Like it's just like which is why whenever I first ever made, which is why when my mom asked me to make pork chops one time, and I'm like, so like, I know one way to preserve like juiciness inside of pork is inside of like other things as well. What if I covered in like the olive oil we had? So like what I did was before I seasoned it, I covered it in olive oil. Like because I think we had like a bit of olive oil at the point, right? Like I covered it in it, right? Both sides, nice thick layer, right? Like you can use whatever oil you want, really. Like, I don't really care, right? And then you grab the seasoning of your choice, be it salt and pepper, if you like something simple, or which I think at the time I used I think at the time my mom used like a ranch style thing, which is okay. I prefer more herbs. I prefer like more garlic and herb, right? I prefer more like garlic, herbs, some pepper, some salt, right? Some and as well as a bit of onions. So and as well as onions, you can also choose to saute them. Other than that, it's still other than that, it's mainly just do whatever you want with it, after you get all of that, because what you're doing, whenever you're seasoning it, right, you want to make sure it has a decent bit of seasoning on it. You don't want to overdo it as well, because the olive oil is also going to add another flavor to it as well. It's also going to add a bit of flavor to it as well. On top of that, I would which I also do like sauteed mushrooms as well. If you don't like mushrooms, that's you probably had one type of mushroom, but because I don't think many people realize how many different mushrooms there are, right? The amount of mushrooms there are is insane. And then if you start looking at their biology, then it starts getting really, really weird. Isn't it and especially after you get them how they evolved like that, it's what? How did you evolve? Why did you evolve? Huh? It makes almost zero sense. Though to be fair, I also don't understand why some species evolve the way they do. However, then seeing how their place looks, right, and then realize, oh, that's why they get sunburned easily. as an example, like my brother has like red hair, right? Well, not the one you've not Leviathan, but like our middle brother, he has his own things. He gets sunburned, right, really easily, and it's because of like Irish genes and stuff like that. Because I didn't know that Ireland was almost always cloudy, which I thought was pretty interesting to think about, right? I'm curious, what if I went out of my way to go like this? I kind of just really just want to like pick up this iron. I'm sure that's okay. I'm sure that's normal, right? I just want to pick up the iron. I just want the iron. I mean, I should have just picked it up from the wall at least. Anything beyond from the wall, I kind of don't really need then. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll just do that so it's like easier to like go about and start mining everything. Well, then I don't have to do like any weird funky maneuvering around. There is so much, right? That I think another thing that I have in store. I'm currently working on other projects. I'm working on a project that is just me, which is me essentially like playing through Meatballcraft. I think Dimensional Ascension. I'm working on like an entire just like one long video, one extremely long video, which I think isn't a bad, which honestly, like, it's just one really long video, right, of me just essentially, I think like it's just gonna be like one really long video. I keep forgetting about this. I love this so much. Whee! Oh, we're so close. We are so close to just mainly pure stone. That is amazing. Is going to be completely grass anyways, and very easy to define anyway, so like that's fine. Look at that. We have mostly stone now. So we're getting to like mainly just having stone. In of itself, is going to present a ton of things here. We're gonna have it, which I know a lot of people do a ton of I know this is this I know I know there's a lot of projects these which out there for beta Minecraft and stuff like that, for beta alpha InfDev. For those of you who play older Minecraft, what is your favorite version? Do tell me. I also am very genuinely curious about what everyone's favorite versions of and then for any more modern version, what is your favorite version for those as well? because like what is like if you play any modern versions, like what is because like to me like I still consider like 1.16 to be modern. It feels like it doesn't like actually like past 114 actually anything beyond 113 is modern. Anything 113 and beyond is modern to me for Minecraft. Like, and I'd have to say like either like between like 118.2 I believe and 118.2 is one is it's between like 1.18 and 1.18.2. Right, I like its performance. It had like it's and it also brought back one of my favorite mods. Which is Ars Nova, which is not Ars Nova, but like Ars Magica. Apparently Ars Nova is Ars Magic 3. I'm not sure if that's confirmed, but like. But yeah, like I'm pretty I would which I've actually played around with Ars Nova a bit, right? It's kind of cool actually. Like it still feels like Ars Magica, like the more techy-based, I guess. Like that's like my main critique is it feels too techy. Is that just me? Like I miss like having to like write down spells and stuff like that. But yet again, I do like free will. But yet again, I do like the fact that it's now like way easier to get into. Like it is nicer that it is easier to get into than the old Ars Magica like 2 and stuff like that. Which in of itself has its but like which like however and then they also like have a ton of Easter eggs in like Ars Nova as well. Like I haven't seen all of them. I heard that sometimes you can get like a string of blue or something like that. Like which is insanity. There's like Easter eggs to be honest. Like I don't like I'm also actually like working on my animation for games eventually because like I want to eventually like move away from Unreal and even Unity and etc. Right? I'm using Unity and Unreal and such. So like that's also on the list of things. That's also on the list of things to tackle. Which is that's also on my list of like older projects. Which is going to take a long time, but which currently I have like an engine. I currently have everything like plotted out, right? I'm currently just in the stage of setting like up all the folders, etc. Because like the thing is that like my brother Levi and I we like to we like a lot of the stuff that Unreal can do, and same thing a lot of the things that Unity can do, especially since like some of the things that we need only works on Unity versus Unreal. But like we also wanted the modularity that came with like the small file size and modularity that was Godot. You know, like because like genuinely because like we couldn't find anything that would like reach something, right? Because like my brother Levi doesn't want to relearn another engine, right? And I personally also don't want to relearn another one. So our thought was like, why not just do that instead? Like even though we'll figure it all out as we go, you know, like because a lot of things like we just figure things out as we go. Like we're working on different like lighting APIs and stuff like that as well. We're thinking about like how we can take things up to the max with everything while keeping everything nice and optimized for all types of devices. Because it's alright, I'm not going to be needing nearly as many of these shovels on me. I'm going to need more pickaxes on me now. I'm going to also make a couple more chests real quick. Look, let's go and put all of these into here. I might as well just like slowly throw all of this into here. That sheep is gonna drive me insane, isn't it? Alright, I think we have all of that, and now what we need is, let's go ahead and grab these, and let's go ahead and, let me go ahead and go like that, boom, 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 boom. Alright, we're gonna be needing it. Yeah, you know, we can keep all this on us. There we go. We could, if we bring all that inside, we'll eventually, like, fill everything up as well. Like, it's, while I'm at it, I am gonna go out of my way and let me make some more chests while we're at it, because chests are gonna be let's go ahead and go like that, and go like that, and that. Oh, there we go. There we go. This will make sure that we never run. This will ensure we never run out. And that'll ensure that one surely won't run out anytime soon, at least. Besides, like, I think, like, some of the next things on my list to, like, honestly, like, I'm trying not to, like, overload everything I'm trying to do as well, you know, like, I'm not even gonna make any promises with, like, certain things other than, like, KMSPS2, right? Later, I'm going to, see if, I'm going to, like, update all the mods real quick, get everything at least somewhat fixed up, right? And then we'll like work on things as we play it. You know, like, it's like if we have like an idea, we'll add it on there, right? Obviously, we're bringing back all of the old quests and stuff like that, quote unquote quests, if you will. They're more like things to do, right? Ideas, even like my first, and also I'm going to, which like as an example, animals don't spawn normally, right? And we don't have X Nihilio because overused mod, boo. Because boo, overused mod. like we all know this. We all know that like ex nihilio is overused and so my brother and I we came up with an idea. We're using a whole where if you play Terraria, you probably know what we're about to use. It's really fun. Trust me, trust me. Which trust me. We have an idea. We have everything to eventually be cooked. However, we're gonna figure. However, I need to also figure out how to do a lot of some of like these stuff with my like a stick. Like I want like you're gonna be need which like eventually like for now you need a stick and dirt right and dirt and a crafting bench. So like right now it's like really annoying to work with the dirt, even though you're supposed to just be able to like get like pebbles from like digging with a stick. From like right clicking like grass with a stick, like dirt with like grass or dirt with a stick. I have no idea how to do that yet. I like I can make it to where like it works with just a hand, but like I want it to work, but I want it to require a item in your hand, right? Like I want it to like require like a stick or something. Like rather than requiring your hands. No. If anyone has any ideas on how I could do that, that'd be lovely. Because like because it definitely would like fix a lot of the issues I currently have with it. Like a lot of like the ways to get lava is different. The ways to get animals is different because like they won't just spawn on grass. Monsters will spawn on grass, I know that for sure. The monsters will spawn like normal, obviously. By default, and I think by default, phantoms are disabled as well because it's gonna take you a hot minute to get a bed anyway. So yeah, I'm not gonna put you through phantoms. That reminds me of me whenever how I designed Minecraft, I would design the phantom more along the lines of as something that is more of something that oh yeah, if you if you try redesign the phantom entirely one some people want them in the end. No, keep them out of the void. Thank you. Number two, the better place to put them is why not add it as a nightmare mechanic or something like that, right? If where you sleep is too dark, right? Which I think poses a different thing, which I think poses a different kind of threat, right? It wouldn't really prevent lawn bases, to be fair, but you could have kind of I think older Minecraft adds that where it'll spawn a skeleton or a zombie on you whenever and whenever if you don't have a light source nearby. So I've always kind of found that to be such a neat way to balance it. However, when it comes to beds, some people say it should be early game, and I'm some people say it should be early game. Some people say late game. To me, I'm more of that one person that's that says oh yeah, you should be able to set your spawn without having to use a bed. If that makes sense, because I would rather be able to set my spawn point through maybe right click, because I happened, obviously normally I play with no phantoms on, so like because like phantoms being on just kind of is just a pain in general. I'm like a lot of the community. I never really voted for the Phantom either. You might all hate me for this, but I voted for the what is that? What was the sea creature that they were gonna add that like pulled you into the deep ocean, because they said it was gonna be an ocean update, and that was my idea. Imagine like a really specific biome, right? With you can find then suddenly like pull you in from your boat, right? If you're not careful, you could also add items and stuff like that you can hang off your boat, you can use it that would kind of scare them away. However, you'd have to go in and fight one in order to get that far, which I think would be really cool, right? Because oh yeah, you can take their teeth or something like that, and then make some type of, and then use that with a soul lantern, and then it would scare them off, right? You make a soul, I'm gonna make some sort of boat, and I'll make some sort of which is kind of how I would do that. Another thing is I'd probably make curios be base game. I'm not even kind of like a curio system, probably as expansive as it is currently. I like curios, right? I also would probably add a way to shulker box. Probably add a way to make shulker boxes be opened via a quick menu, right? A quick hotkey for it, to open it without having to place it down. If it's in one of the slots, I would add it to which spyglasses for you would be able to use them, which I would improve the zoom with the spyglass, right? And it would require you to put it in your curio slot. You'd be able to put a lantern on your hip, because yeah, I've always, which is mainly because I've always wanted that, right? I've always thought it would be so cool, as of for dungeons and stuff like that, I wouldn't really mess with those, to be honest. I might, which totems would probably not be outright removed by me, but I'd make which in hardcore they wouldn't really drop from raids. You wouldn't be able to get them from raids. You'd have to go out of your way to get them from a woodland mansion, and even then, there's only. However, the woodland mansion would only spawn so many vexes, I'd say. What is it, vex? What was the thing that spawns the vexes? Is it the Vindicator, I think? Yeah, I believe that's the magic one. You need to for when you killed it, you'd get an unactivated totem, right? Then you need to go into a smithing table, right? And then after you need to then go into a smithing table, and then while in the smithing table, you would then need to 2 emeralds to make a partially to make for you then for whenever usually you'd get where it's broken, you would then need to take 2 gold. You need to put it in there you need to take the broken totem, right? Turn it into use a block of gold, right? Which then as soon as you have that, you take that block of gold, right? You then need which then you need to take that block of which you need 2 blocks of gold. One is the template. You need to take the block of gold and which which you need to take a diamond and a block of gold, because diamonds are a non-renewable resource. It becomes harder to use that, right? Another thing I've always kind of wanted is like panning, right? Like I'd add like an optional panning for like you can get like gold nuggets and such like that, copper nuggets, all those fun things. I think Minecraft should have had copper like quite a long time ago though. I'm genuinely happy that we did get copper though. Do we need copper tools? No, not really, but like I'd probably end up making copper probably I'd probably end up making like a game world where like copper is like a requirement to get iron and such. Like then you'll need to get copper and then eventually like be able to make brass, which I'd add alloying for this way. Which then right there I'd add alloying because like then you can like go along your way and make like some brass, like then I'll which like then you can then grab some iron, like so you'd like find some like tin and stuff like that. You can find like tin and like I'd add like a ton of new ores, like not too crazy amount of ores, but like all of them would have like their own definitive use. I probably won't add uranium, right? Because then I'll feel compelled that I must add this. But like definitely like tin, definitely some tin, some alloys like steel and such. Which like some people say like, oh yeah, Minecraft could have a blunderbuss, and I'm just like, well, I thought like no, I'd just expand the amount of weaponry. I would just expand the weaponry of it. Right. I do not like how Minecraft implemented the spear. Right. I would probably just change the spear into being a lance instead, and then remake the spear as mainly a thrusting weapon that is utilized in like formations and such, right? And keep it as a counter to the mace, right? Because and then like give the lance have the lance usable on a mount, right? Mostly usable on a mount, right? And actually make it worthwhile. I think like whenever which is and which obviously I am going to fix I'm obviously gonna fix PvP, right? Because genuinely Minecraft PvP kind of needs a bit more styles to it, because every single time I see crystal PvP it makes me want to puke. It's just what happened to simple swords? I just remember beating somebody with an iron sword back in the day, and then now it was just used to just be who can beat somebody up the faces with their iron sword, and then now it's just oh yeah, who can spam click crystals fast enough, and it's just so much for casual PvP. So much for any sort of casual type PvP. I'd probably I'd end up disabling end crystals in places like the overworld, and also make it sure it would require you to have bedrock to place it, rather than using it with but however, for those of you who would use it as a decor, I'd add a non-explosive version, right? And then call it a stabilized end crystal, essentially. You can push it, move it, pick it up, I notice, and it also acts as kind of like a light source, it won't explode at all, right? How you'd end up stabilizing it is by is by like right-clicking it with a diamond, and then you'd have like the stabilized variant. You'd have like a stabilized variant. Netherite, I'd kind of feel it needs like it probably end up just like making you completely like we'll just have like cause leather would make you immune to like fire, but like you'll still take damage from lava as like its own separate source, right? You know, like which is where netherite would come in, right? Netherite would netherite would essentially like give you permanent fire resistance. But like make you take damage from water essentially. So it'd have its benefit and its drawbacks. It'd have a drawback instead, right? Diamond would end up like giving you diamond would end up a lot. I think like a lot of which like obviously like the turtle helmet. I'd probably end up like redesigning it entirely, right? Like give it a bit and then kind of like instead of and just have it give you and then probably have it give you a bit longer of water breathing than it currently does, because like its current water breathing amount is not like honestly like 10 seconds is a lot, right? But like I'm probably gonna end up making it to where like oh yeah, you can like stack potions inside of it, right? Like water breathing potions inside of it, and essentially like give you like like you can upgrade it up to 3 times or something like that with like water breathing potions to get up to like 10 or so minutes underwater without having to breathe. Like and then eventually like if you're near a conduit and you're wearing a turtle helmet, you could it would like give you like permanent dolphin's grace, right? And not only give you permanent like dolphin's grace, it also give you resistance, right? And as well as remove mining fatigue. You know, like add like a little extra oomph to it, because like the turtle shell. Oh, I thought that was a pork chop up there. I'm like, pork chop. Like there's a pork chop up there, and it's and there's like no, it's just pig. Oh, that reminds me. No, if I get the chance, who wants to watch me play Minecraft PS3 edition? Like I don't know how I'm gonna record that. Because I don't have like a lot of like the main equipment used for that. It's a capture card, right? I might actually have to homebrew it. I might actually have to homebrew my I might actually have to homebrew a PS3 for that one. That unless unless someone decides to like, or that, or unless if I can, which I might, though yet again I might just end up ripping it off the PS3, right, and throwing it in an emulator, because like, listen, if I rip it off my PS3, throw it in an emulator, I'm not breaking the law. Why? Because I bought it. It's technically not illegal because like I didn't get it from anyone else. I bought it directly from Sony. I bought it directly. I bought the game directly. I see no issue with it, right? Which like the thing is that I also hate right now is like the fact that like every single time I see a company talk about gaming, it's always about like, oh yeah, keeping all of your old physical games is piracy. It's piracy. Okay. Okay, there's no okay, I guess you're just okay, I guess we're just okay, I guess we're going back to I guess we're just going back to the worst days of gaming now, are we? Because like really one genuine reason why somebody would think that Minecraft servers are problems are in any way piracy. Unless it's like a crack, if it's a crack server, oh yeah, that's piracy. But if you buy a game, you should own it. You should have all rights to use it, which is why I use like a lot. That's why I have Cyberpunk on my cloud. So because Cyberpunk, which I actually own Cyberpunk on Steam. I think which I also use that for a lot of like older games and such because it's like a nice little game, like a nice good old game. You see what I did there? There's a Twitch like no crap that my friend Deacon is willing to shell out the money just to get a PC, right? Because especially since like the PS6, he's like the only reason I still used it is because of it's because of physical media, and I'm like, oh my god, that was the only benefit of console having. You're just gonna remove that last benefit that made consoles profitable. Test. I'm gonna finish this at least. I am not gonna leave it. But it's just like, well, there goes any benefit that a console. Because it's like, well, then I guess consoles are just not gonna require to exist, I guess. It's like, well, I don't. As it's like, well, then, well, congrats, you killed consoles, Sony. Do you feel better about yourself, or because a lot of companies actually used to be pretty cool, right? And now it's just like, so you just want to take away everything. That's not nice. That's not very nice. You can't just it's just like with half of these things that I see, it should just be outright illegal. You know, because if I buy a game, I should own it, right? Because at that point, if I pirate it, I'm not stealing, right? It's just because at that point, you just threw all morale out the door. Which is just which is why a lot of things like the Stop Killing Games Act, I'm all for that. Which what sucks more is the fact that the people behind which what I find absolutely ridiculous is the amount of stupidity behind those who work at large companies. It's like, oh my gosh, just kind of why I classify greed as a mental illness, because genuinely it just is you can't even argue about that. And every time I see somebody try to argue that it's not, you're further just proving my point. My point is just being more and more being proven further. It's just kind of ridiculous. like genuinely, I like playing games, right? I like to play games. I like to do a lot of other things, right? I like to make them myself, right? Which is why we're probably not gonna like which is why like I might end up putting them on Steam, but like if you get it on Steam, like I'd also put it on your other account on a special account in case Steam decides to take away or let's say if I like put it on like let's say if I put it on on Steam and GOG, right? Like if then I also have it on and you also have it on my own site. I'd have you link it to my own. It'd like link your Steam account, right? And if you have like a purchase date, it'll then say like, ah, yeah, you own the game, no problem. And then even if you pirate it, like I'm not even gonna lie, like if I make a game and all of y'all pirate it, I don't care. Listen, I remember being broke. I've been there. I've been there. I'm still there. Like, come on. Hell, I'll even just put up a new pirated copy, right? It'll say that it's like, yeah, like this is a non-paid version, then it's just if you know where to find it, then it's all for you. It's all yours. It's all your. It's like, that's how I'm gonna like do that as well. Just like put it up there. It's just like, oh yeah, you want a free version here? I don't care. Here, if you know where to find, yeah, go ahead. If you know where to find it, you know where to find it. Just be safe. Just be safe when sailing the seven seas, matey. I've been there. I've been in your shoes. Been in your shoes. It's just yeah. But then some people have argued, then why not just make it free at that point? As I'm well, for one, it's a reward for actually going out of the way at that point. If you go out of your way to try to as I'm well, for one. Here's the thing: I'd have it for oh yeah, if you had the pirated copy, oh yeah, you're just not gonna be able to access servers, right? We could play with friends, but you just can't access normal servers, servers by players, etc. That's how I'd have it set up. Oh yeah, you could still play with friends, that's all chill. Yeah, go ahead and play with your friends. It's free. Which is why I don't understand, right? Why, of all people who realize what is, of all the people who I never thought to realize why piracy is not really a bad thing, to be fair, is Adobe, right? Adobe and several other people realize why it's an issue, right? And why it happens. It's we're broke. That's literally, it's a simple issue. A lot of people are broke or are broke kids. So a lot of us cannot afford that, and also some people, and which is why I don't like whenever some people extort kids as well for company benefit. Every single time I see somebody defend children online, it's all of a sudden and especially if it's a company, I look at their game and I'm just you're doing the exact opposite of what you say you want. That seems kind of a bad look, my friend. let me take a full inventory of cobble. This would weigh me down in blood and bones. Oh my gosh. Why do I keep thinking of blood and bones? Like, I don't like every single time, like my brain always like, oh yeah, this isn't working blood and bones at all, man. The weight system is, like I am. Never. Invasions. I can't be having this. So many pigs around here. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like, these pigs are gonna drive me up the wall, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 9, so we've got roughly 13 here. So we got 13 stacks, so we need to grab. Alright, let's start by... Alright, now if we head back down through here, down here, and then we can go like this, and alright, let's go ahead and take this on here. Which, by the way, like, if you're wondering what launcher I'm using Betacraft. I'm using the Betacraft launcher, because it's way easier to find like different InfDev versions, which is why I said I wanted to not use Prism, but rather Betacraft, because it has a ton of versions that you otherwise cannot get on like official version, unofficial launcher and such. Shoot. Okay. I'm 1 off. Because of course I am. Alright, one more stick, and then we'll have a full cobblestone chest. You know, with the amount of times I've had a full cobblestone chest in my, in any of my worlds, right? I'm surprised that, like, I'm surprised that, like, I'm surprised that, like, I haven't gotten the achievement on Bedrock already. Like, I should already have that. Though, yet again, another thing that I'll probably add is, like, some old achievements and such, right? As well as probably the ability to just world height. You know, like, if you want to, like, limit people to 256 blocks, 128 even, you know, like, you can adjust nether and end heights. I might, like, I'd end up adding, like, yeah, sometimes ouch. Alright, let's see if I can, Alright, let's see here. So first off, let's grab some wood. And I think the main thing is I need, if I go like this, this will end up with giving me 2 stacks of sticks. Right, which obviously if we wanted to, like, which is exactly what we're gonna do, by the way. So we're gonna be making a stack of pickaxes. Yes, I mean a whole stack of pickaxes. We're going to be going through a lot of these from now on. which is just kind of crazy to think about, right? There we go. Just like that, we now have a full 64 pick and stone pickaxes. Just crazy. Just a crazy amount of pickaxes, by the way. This is an insane, this is an absurd amount of pickaxes, by the way. This is a pretty absurd amount of pickaxes. I know it looks like, but for this project, it's actually not a lot. It's actually not a lot in comparison to like what it could be. I'm gonna eventually need to like go out of my way to I need to make some let me at least alright, let me go out of my way to at least make about make some shovels. Let me go like this, boom, boom, and alright, as we're slowly filling up all of this. There we are. And now let me throw some picks into here. We don't throw a couple of shovels into there. We just need one shovel on the hotbar. We only need one shovel on our hotbar. And we'll put it on the first slot, right? Which now we should be able to just start removing all of this stone as well. This is going to be super. This is gonna be a nice hole. Big hole. Nice big hole where we can do a lot of stuff with this as well. I mean, technically, if we, why do I never feel, tired of, making the holes? Is this weird? I feel like it's kind of weird that, I could just constantly dig these. But yeah, there's, so many, there are so many of these here. Eventually we will be having to make, entire, pickaxes, or eventually we're gonna have to make, iron picks, because, how else are we supposed to mine, gold and, diamonds, and I think, those are the only ones in this version that can be mined for that, with an iron pick, that are required. I'm only gonna be, we're gonna have to figure out how to, drain water and such. We're gonna have to drain the water and such. Which I mean, let's see here. Apparently, people haven't seen me play GTNH, right? I think, mainly what I'm planning to do is, I'm probably gonna wait for, 2.9 to drop, right, for GTNH, and, that, because, so that way, I can actually, have a, however, I just want to, find something like different, which usually though yet again, like I have so many things to do. Like people like so many things to do. Like there's so much to do. Right? But like even like putting GTNH on my plate is already putting too much on my plate. Because Arcs is on my plate of planning, because it's gonna require like a lifetime, and that's gonna require an extra life for just to grind. Require an extra life to grind. Which like I mean like if you think about it, like Arc Survival Evolves grind is like in of itself like its own like it's its own difficulty, its own bugginess, right? Like I think like it's I honestly like have though yet again, which like as much as I love Arc, like I do not like because Genesis dropped, right? Like Genesis 1 dropped for Ascended. Like one of the main things which right now I'm currently avoiding the Arc Discord unless I absolutely have to be there. I hate going to the official Arc Discord, and the first thing I see is everyone complaining about the update. Even though, like, it's just like, okay, yeah, there's bound to be bugs. Oh my gosh. So I just realized just how, like, spoiled a lot of us as a player base, as, like, many player bases are. Like, if you think about it, like, a lot of us as a player base, we're, like, really spoiled, right? When it comes to, like, games and such. However, it reminds me of like whenever like the Minecraft community is also under fire with this one. Like whenever I say this, right? Half of y'all need to calm down, right? Y'all say Mojang is lazy, but it's a 10-year-old game. What? No, wait, Minecraft is 16 years old, right? Like, almost 17, Minecraft's almost 17 years old, probably. Like, actually, yeah, it was, yeah, like, 2009, right? It technically released in 2009, like, technically. So I'm gonna count the 2009 release, so if you, so, like, you've got, man, it's 2026. It's an old game. Please, like, at least we're getting, like, I'm genuinely happy Minecraft is still getting updates. Like, I never thought it would still be getting updates to this day. But I know the moment that the game stops updating, then, the modding revolution begins. Here comes the modding revolution. Which hopefully then will have a lot of people stop getting frustrated over version numbers, right? We would have like a one-stop shop for like necessary optimization mods, etc. Like we could though yet again right now we also really need a one-stop to go for everything, for like all of it that isn't ran that is preferably a community ran mod loader. Like we need a community ran mod loader, like genuinely. Like I genuinely think we need a universal mod loader that can run all the mod types, right, without having to have a couple of issues, which I guess this is kind of sort of fixed with like the Forge, but however NeoForge still doesn't work with that. With connector and connector extras, which was apparently built for NeoForge, but it does work for Forge on 1.20.1 as well. Another thing that frustrates me is that modern NeoForge also doesn't work with regular Forge mods, so which limits the mods even further. Like, I thought, and I'm just like, okay. It's like, okay, like, it's like, okay, but like, we still need to go out of our way to, well, make we need a genuine, we genuinely need, like, a universal mod loader. Because, like, I'm tired of having to ask, like, do I want Fabric? It was okay when it was just Fabric and Forge, right? I was like, okay, yeah, we've got two options. One's good for client side, the other one's good for non-client side. For modern versions, the moment you look at the 4 different ones, like, oh gosh, which like Fabric is like really good. Like if you want like a simple, more simple like vanilla-esque client, right? Because like especially for performance, right? I think one of the main things is however, we also just need a one universal mod loader. Like, oh my gosh, the amount of like mod loaders. Like, if there's like 18 different mod loaders at that point, it's gonna be absurd. Like, I remember like trying out like some like Quilt, right? Which I believe like Quilt was supposed to be like an alternative to like Fabric originally. Then it kind of spiraled into its own thing. I think. I don't remember. But like, I haven't been in their Discord in like ages. Like, I think like I left a lot of like Discords I was in as well. Discord servers because like not enough ways to like get into another because like ran out of Discord servers, and also I needed to declutter a little. And half of those servers I didn't even visit, so like what's the point of staying in them, you know, like which I guess is in of itself its own thing. We I'm just I know one thing, that the moment that the AI bubble collapses, I'm gonna watch every company go into debt, and every company that invested in it will go into debt. I can just foresee that right now. Almost every company, except for the largest players who are actually profiting off of it, is gonna go in debt. Or like that, or just completely shut down. I'm seeing it now, like, it genuinely, like, though yet again, is it just me, or do I just also think that, like, we need to, like, remove, like, anyone with, like, more than, anything with, remove, like, class and civilization as a whole. It's an outdated concept, man, like, come on. You're advanced enough to know this, but yet again, you refuse to. This is kind of like one of the things that I talk about whenever dealing with like human races and stuff. With the human race, right? Not races, because like the last part of the human race, the last other species died off way long ago. I think there's a lot of evidences to get that point. So I don't think I would ever have So like we have currently we have the Homo sapiens, which is that's it, and it's just like when will we get an update? It's like when will we find an update of like a different type of being? Which is kind of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? I've learned to not use my eyes much, right? I've learned to try and like use my ears more often, because like the ears will which like and then hopefully like get like something like maybe I'm hoping that if I teach my children and have them teach their children and then etc., that eventually we'll just all adapt and eventually pop out a whole new species of human who relies on smell and hearing rather than eyesight, like a balance is which like be able to balance without having their eyes open, etc. Like I've been going out of my way to try and to do something like that. Am I using my mother's own my mom and my father's own bloodline for this? Absolutely. As a test subject, absolutely. Absolutely. The later bloodlines are going to definitely get but they'll thank me later, I think. Right? Would they? Like I also would need to make it which obviously would they thank me in the end? I don't know. Like it'll like there'll be a couple of issues, obviously. Like there'll be for one, humans would have to relearn biology altogether because for one, there's a whole new species of human then, which that gets me into the whole subject of how would would discovering a whole new species of human work. Like would we end up we'd have to relearn how human bodies work, right? And we'd have to make specialists for them too, right? However, knowing humans, they'd probably try to kill them off. Like Homo sapiens really do not like anyone but themselves. It's and it's and it shows if you've tracked the entire thing. It's how a lot of people just look different, and then suddenly somebody tries to pull them aside and discriminate them. It's like, okay, what the heck? It's like, really? You think you're superior over what? A lack of melanin? Like, come on. It's why which I guess puts it into its own factor of how do we prevent that, right, from appearing once and also prevent people from excluding others, because we need to stop excluding people, right? Because genuinely I hate it whenever people think that everyone should be the same. It's okay, then I guess as I'm okay, then you fast. Okay, then you're then they wonder why. I tell them okay, then you've literally just told me everything that Nazis wanted. Like, which is what everyone is against, and clearly what you said you are against, and you're vouching for it? That doesn't seem against it, my friend. That seems more like you're for it. Which is why I usually half the time I just kind of ignore hypocrisy, right? If there's a hypocrisy, as long as it doesn't if there, which is why whenever I see hypocrisy, I'm just yeah, just point and laugh. It also reminds me of scalpers. Especially with that, right? It's just I hate the amount of I just hate a lot of things, man. Like, I have, like, genuine hate for things, right? And, like, it's not even people. It's just, like, it's their attitude. Like, whenever I say I hate humans, I literally mean that I hate your attitude. And some people go to twist that. And it's like, okay. It's like, okay, well then, that's literally not what I meant. You know what I mean. I don't like human attitude. I do not like humans' attitudes towards each other. I think you'll need to just calm down. It ain't that serious. Which it's, oh my gosh, alright, let's, place ourselves a nice little staircase here. Probably gonna run out of inventory space before I run out of pickaxes. Actually, no, wait, hold on, it's not like, no, wait, oh yeah, I forgot, I forgot we don't get, like, over 2 stacks of cobble from these, we only get a stack, so, like, technically every time I break a pick, I replace it with a stack of cobble. Or, like, you know, like, or, like, if I'm just breaking stone, that is. Oh my gosh, like, yeah, I think after I break all of these pickaxes, we're probably gonna, like, pop off for the day, you know, like, cause, like, we gotta, like, do some other things as well. I gotta work on KMSBS too, you know, and I can't just keep pushing it up like a dummy. Which, like, I have a ton, which, because the moment I do is the moment, like, because I know a lot of people that are because I know a lot of people on my brother's channel also really misses KMSBS, which is kind of modded Skyblock, by the way. It is all in of itself its own, like, it feels like it's like, oh, by the way, if any of you want to make your own type of kind of modded Skyblock style mod pack, one, make it whack, right? Make it fun, make it whack, right? It's gotta, it's gotta be wacky. Like, add the most random things you can think of. Like, this is, like, genuinely, like, it's what makes it fun, right? Like, add mods you enjoy, right? As well as a ton of others, right? There's no theme. Don't do any theming, right? Like your islands, like the island shape don't even matter. Like the first one, I believe, was shaped like Sky Factory, right? Was originally a Sky Factory map. Was a Sky Factory style map. That, by the way, I made myself. After I grew the tree. I placed the blocks and I grew the tree. After getting like one of those Minecraft templates from online. After getting the templates, technically I didn't make the template. I used one of the templates, which are free, by the way. You can get those. I can't remember where I got the template though at the top of my head. But if you use the template, then you could get what we had there on kind of modded Skyblock. Which is in of itself its own thing. Oh my gosh. I look away for a second and there's suddenly 1,000 pigs. Well, that's it. That's not the correct amount of pigs, but that's probably not the correct number, but actually, yeah, it's not the correct number. Why am I saying probably, even though I know it's not the correct number? This is, yeah, look at this. Oh, the shenanigans continue. Oh my gosh, we can go. Oh my gosh, this is going to. Yeah, like the further we go, the deeper it gets, and then the at the same time, like it means like we're just gonna continue like with a whole ton of stuff here, right? Because like I think like I'm gonna like I also have to check like or because I'm currently like updating all my games in the background, right? Because like genuinely I need to like have them update. Like there's so much there. We genuinely needed them to update. Also I need to like fix my bit rates and stuff like that. Need to fix my bit rates, which like also I know why YouTubers don't like rain in their videos because it like causes like the weird pixelated things. I wonder. Oh, I thought you disappeared already just by me looking away for a second. Yeah, like all those. Yeah, like all your friends. They all disappeared because I looked away for like 2 seconds. So weird on how their despawn rules are so weird. But yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look how deep this hole is. Yeah, it doesn't look like a lot from an outsider's point of view, but like for those people who've ever I'm currently saving a screenshot for a I'm currently screenshotting that for YouTube. Oh, wait, I'm using ultra wide mode. Whoops. That's my bad. Whoops, I'm using my ultra. Oh no, I'm using my ultra wide monitor as an ultra wide monitor. Oh no. Then we're gonna go ahead and go like this, just like that. Alright, let's go ahead and put all of these in here, and so while we go ahead and pack all this up, I hope your days have all gone super well, and I hope they keep getting better. And if they aren't, I hope they do, because you all genuinely deserve a good day. So I'll end up seeing you all in the next video, and I hope take care, stay safe, and be hydrated. Goodbye, humans.